and welcome to today's special Crypto Motors auction. I'm Kim Cardano and I will be your auctioneer today. So without further ado, let's get started. So what are we looking at today? This is the asset we are putting up for bids today. It is the Generation 1 Abyssus. So what is it? Well, it's a virtual racer, so more on that later. For now, we can see that the price is at 0.5 Ether. We'll see where it goes. So, what's so special about this car, you may ask? Well, obviously it's special. First thing, it's a unique car. For now, there's only one of these in the world. So really, I think it's a good argument to actually buy this car. But we'll see more about that. So what's so special? It is first because it was created in a special event. It was created as part of a design challenge, a challenge that was organized by Crypto Motors, and the point was to create a car that fit a specific design brief. So let's more about this design brief. Oops, sorry. Okay, the technicals are in place now, very good. So there was a design brief and you had to create, the designers, the community, anyone who wanted to participate, they had to create a car that would fit into this universe. So it's kind of cyberpunk, futuristic, dystopian kind of, it's dystopian kind of future. And there was a lot of things explained about the universe and things like that. There was the design brief and also a scenario. So for the design challenge, they actually created a persona that would be the person that would actually drive the car, to help the designer just imagine who would drive this car and what would be the technicals and what would be needed for the car to just match very well with the driver. And so this persona is Triss, and we can see her here. She's here she lives in a world where people actually don't own cars. They just put on their VR helmets and they race at night. It's kind of like illegal racing, but I think it's very interesting. It reminds me of Ready Player One, the movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you've seen it, it will probably ring a bell. And so people just go and at night just race with their VR helmets. So they don't race actual cars. And this virtual world is called Y43. I think you can see here on the drawing. So it's interesting that it just took the time to create a universe around it, because I think it really helps with the design and to understand how everything fits together. So this is Triss, and she's basically an adrenaline addict. So you would have to create a car that was really meant for adrenaline rushes, and something that would give you like so many sensations when you were driving it. So this car is actually the answer to that. Before we learn more about the design, I think I could show you. I think it could be interesting to see all the competitors for the first place. All the people who didn't win, unfortunately, but still, the designs were really interesting. So that was that was a sample of the people who participated. I think there was something like 90 submissions, so it's really not bad. And also I think a little more above 3,000 votes. So really, people really got into this challenge because it probably really inspired them, and I understand why. It's a really cool challenge, I think. So these were the competitors. So some really look like the winner, but let's go back to our winner today, which is this one here. Sorry. So this car that we have today, it's here. It's the Abyssus. You can see it big enough, I'm sure. It was designed by a Korean designer, Jun Young Koo, I think. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. So that was his submission, and we can see more about the creative process behind it. Well, not exactly that, but if we go to his Behance account, we can see that he uploaded a board about it. So that was the Abyssus, and you could see here, so that was what I wanted to show you. It's the design process. So he tried and he did a few things to see what would be the best position to be driving this type of car, because it's not an actual car that you drive in a real world. So why should you be sitting it's very standard and regular, so why would you do that? And he just decided that being to drive this car, it would be you would be lying on your belly with your arms forward, just like it's like a Superman stance. So you'll be like, whoa. And so I guess when you're driving a car like that, you would feel like you're flying or something. So that could be really interesting. And I'm pretty sure that's something that would really I think Tris would really like that, because I think for the adrenaline rush, there's nothing better, because you get all the emotions, they're going straight at you, because your face is the first thing in front of the car. So I'm pretty sure it would work for the adrenaline rush. So I think it was interesting to just see that he tried some kind of other positions, but that's the one that actually won. Okay, so, I can see that we don't have a lot of bits. That's unfortunate, but anyway. So 2 minutes left, a little more than 2 minutes left, so we'll see. So what should I talk about? Maybe about the car and the specifics. So here we can see, so that is the car, that is me. So there's the car on every angle, and here you can look at the stats. So this all the cars that are generated through CryptoModders, they get a random stat out of a specific range, and here this car got all the maximum stats out of the possible range, except for braking. Well, you can't be perfect all the time, but in short, it really means that it's a good car, because it got almost all the best stats it could get. So I think it's a good thing. So why is it important? It's because this car is going to be used in actual virtual racing that is going to be developed by CryptoModders, if I understood correctly. So you will be able to actually use this car, so really cool. And also, because it's a Generation 1, you will also get some more prestige, which is something that you acquire by racing the car, and it gives more skills to the drivers. So a Generation 1 is always a good thing in the CryptoModders universe. So basically, that's really cool, and I really like this car. And also the color fits really well into this kind of cyberpunk universe, I think. No, you don't agree? Well, I think it really, it's a really good answer to the design brief. How about looking at some more images of the cars? So this is the Instagram account for CryptoModders, so you can see other views of the car actually racing. It looks really cool, I think. Yeah, and the colors are really nice. So some are designed, some are 3D, but all of it looks really nice, I think. So that gives you another view of what the car is supposed to be. And also we can see it in 3D here, so that's basically what it looks like if you just look at it in 360. And also I think I have it here. It's like on the black background. It looks really nice. Well, I think it just gives some credit to the car. So only 5 seconds left for the last bit. If they want to come, we'll see. 1 second. Well, no. Okay. So this asset right here just sold for 0.5 ether. Well, I think it's a really good price for this car because well, in any case, it's like the first the first car that was ever created by the community and for the community. So I think it's cool. I was hoping we could go a little more, well, a little higher, but anyway, it didn't happen as planned. But you know, well, plan. You can always have plans. You never know what's gonna happen. So in any case, I'm just going to so well, that's it for today's auction. I will probably see you for another auction another day. But for now, that's it for me. So I will see you later, guys. Bye bye.